Hi, my name is Mr. Sat Nav. I'm a motivation coach, a local entrepreneur. I run a company called, community interest company called Sat Nav Coaching. Okay, so what we're going to talk about is empowerment. So if you think about empowerment, if you think about power, power is energy, yeah? So we all need energy to do. The section is just about how we empower people, how we can empower communities, and how individuals can be empowered themselves. What I try to do is work with people, and I think there's sort of 5 stages of empowerment, 5 stages. The first stage is what they call pre-contemplated stage. That means just you're not even thinking about where you are, what you're doing at the moment. You might be achieving, not achieving, but you're not really taking any consideration, you're not thinking about it. The second stage would be contemplation. You start to think, right, I'm not achieving in my exams, I want to start this business, but I'm not really doing anything about it. So you start to sort of think about it in a little way. Third stage, you move on from there. Your third stage would be actually a preparation stage. So now you decide to yourself, right, I need to put some goals in place, right? So I want to do better in my exams, I want to study more. I want to make sure I'm handling my coursework on time. I want to start this business, I've got to put the first parts of my business plan together. The fourth stage would be action. Right? So you start to action your goals, action everything you need to do, because obviously action is the most important thing. We can sit back and think about things, we can procrastinate, but if you don't put the action in place, you've got an issue there. Number 5 is maintenance. Maintaining all that you've done before, looking at yourself, looking at your progress, looking at what you've done. In that stage, people tend to kind of worry and feel like they're going to go back to where they were before. But as long as you keep maintaining the behaviour that you've carried out, maintaining what you've done, you should be okay. So I think, if I've done it right, that should be the 5 stages of empowerment. But I think empowerment is very important, and I'd like to share some examples of empowerment, both negative and positive empowerment. Negative empowerment. Like I was saying, in terms of young people, I find sometimes they're being empowered through music videos. If you take, for example, a regular young person, maybe in a college environment, on the street or whatever, heavily tattooed, and looking a certain part, maybe referred to as gangster dress or whatever. These are watching these music videos. Although we like the music, it gives us that energy. What I tend to find is a lot of people who are buying into this stereotype. Now, for the rappers and for the music guys that you see, they are actually doing a job. So for them, they're being paid to do this. For you are looking like something or behaving like something that maybe don't get you to where you want to go. You might not become the next great rapper. You might not be that person. So you have to think about how you're being empowered and what you're developing yourself to. Positive empowerment. Again, as I said, a video like this should hopefully send out the energy, positive energy, enable you to feel that you can do more. You can look at some of the negatives and understand why they're negative. You can also see somebody like me. I'm a local person. I've developed myself. I've developed myself educationally. I've run my own business, and I'm still, as I said, I still pump the music in the car. I still do all that sort of stuff. But I can stand up with any sort of crowd. I can articulate myself in any sort of manner. Like you said, we have mentors, we have role models. Most of the self-development literature that I read always agrees that it's very important to be with successful people. Yeah, because if birds of a feather flock together, that's the saying. It's an old saying, but it resonates today. It's so important to be with the right sort of people. Thanks very much for watching this video. I'm just going to give you a kind of overview of what we spoke about today. Obviously we haven't got all day, so I can only give you snippets, but hopefully if you give me some feedback, I can give you more videos. Anything you want to ask, any individual stuff you want to ask about me and my successes, my pains, my whatever, feel free to do that. Today we've talked about empowerment. We've talked about the 5 parts of empowerment, the journey of empowerment. So that's 1. that is the pre-thinking stage. 2, that's the thinking stage. 3 is preparation. 4 is action, and 5 is maintenance. But we've covered those areas, the negative example, the positive example of empowerment. And basically, as I said, it's just an introduction to me, Mr. Sat Nav, my program. What I'm hoping for you to get out of it is, as I said, at least you know now there's people who have gone through a journey, and I know other people have gone through a journey. Yes, we were looking like we were on road, and we used to do whatever we used to do. We weren't really criminals, but we may have looked the part at certain times, as I said, and that's why it's so important for people like myself and other people to kind of guide young people like yourself, so you know that there's more to life, there's more that you can do. But I just think I hear about this YOLO generation, and I'm down with it. You only live once, but live long. Mr. Sat Nav, taking you from where you are now to where you want to be.